Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 27, Jones. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. Here's a give to Miller. Down to the 25. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Throwing, Jones. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here.
Complete to the former Charger, Hunter Henry.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. On first down, Harris. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Jump. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Check, check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for the force with Stevenson.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete into the hands of Myers. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Jones. This is caught. It's Cooks. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kelly, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 33. Here's Connor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This is Connor. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Patsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Connor. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They run with Connor. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
Herbert off of play action. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll run here with counter. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. James Conner, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
The Chargers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Jones throw, taken in there by Cooks.
And he's out right at the 25. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. New England on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now Connor, down right around the 25.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On the run is Connor, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Herbert now. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They'll look to throw here on first down.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Connor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Connor. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 16.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. It's Williams on the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the